Hello and yes, welcome back to another video, guys. Now that's right, today we are back to review the brand new Pixar film, Turning Red. Now before we get started, I'm going to just quickly apologise about the lighting. It's not even that late in the evening here, it's just terrible British weather. And I also want to apologise about me, I'm not 100% myself today. I had a booster jab yesterday. And I'm a little bit under the weather today. But nevertheless, I wanted to come on and review this film because it's not too often we get a Pixar film. You know, maybe once, twice a year. So, yeah, I wanted to come on and talk about this movie. So, yeah, we'll get started. Let's talk about it. Turning Red, it's come straight to Disney+. It's directed by Domi Shu. And this is about a 13-year-old girl named Mia Lane. Apologies for pronouncing that wrong. Who turns into a giant red panda whenever she gets too excited. Or her emotions start to show. And the concept of this is really weird. I wasn't really sure about this movie going into it. The trailers didn't wow me. And now that the film's finished, I actually have some incredible positives for this movie. I think it done something so right, but then it done some things really wrong for me. It's a real mixed bag. So let's start off with the positives. First off, of course, the animation. It's beautiful. The panda, the red panda, it's just like a big furry, and it looks amazing. Second off, I want to say the music in this film, it suits the movie and stuff. That's really good. And in typical Pixar fashion, the messages and the warm emotional connection you have at the end of this movie and the messages that it gives you are brilliant. This film is filled with some very odd choices in terms of the premise of the movie itself. She turns into a giant panda. It's a weird thing. There's some other things, you know, scattered throughout this movie, like it's all centered around boy bands. There's a whole period bit, and a lot of that stuff felt very odd to me. But at the end of the movie, it does kind of come full circle, and you know, you do get the sense that okay, the core of this movie is about a girl who's changing, and she doesn't want to be what her mum, what her family imagined she would be. And it's about her breaking away from that. So there is a very good message to it. It's just the way it's conveyed through the story and stuff I found a bit odd. So yeah, and let's have a look at some negatives now, because I had a couple. I didn't really find many of the characters super relatable or super interesting. I just don't know what it was. I just like the main character herself. I couldn't really get behind too much, and I think I might have almost found the voice actress a bit annoying myself. I don't know. I really couldn't get into it too much. Like she I don't know. I couldn't get behind her too much. And I just thought a lot of the side characters were a bit near. There were a couple good ones for sure. My favourite was her dad. He was my favourite character in the movie, which is weird because he doesn't even say anything really till the last act. So that kind of tells you a lot about the characters in this movie. And as I said, the story itself was very odd. Like, she turns into a big panda. Yeah, like, where are we going to go with this? Oh, you know, they're going to try and make money out of it. It's like, okay, that's a weird decision. And a lot of other people's reactions are like, should I tell my parents? Should I tell the police? Should I tell... I know I'm probably thinking into this too much. I know it's a Pixar movie, but, you know, loads of people have seen her as a panda. And there don't seem to be really any consequences to that, which is the really weird thing that was going on in my head. So yeah, the direction of the plot I thought was a bit odd. And the final act, while it was exciting, and after the big kind of climactic moments in the movie, I love, you know, sort of the conversations that she has with her mum and the rest of the family when they're all in their panda forms in the spirit world or something. I thought that stuff was beautiful. However, people talk about Marvel going over the top in their final acts. Wow, this film here goes full kaiju Godzilla style. And I really wasn't expecting it. It really caught me off guard. And it really didn't suit the movie, I don't think. So, yeah. Turning Red had some fantastic moments to it. It really did. And I think, as I said, it's a beautiful movie. The pacing was good and stuff. It really did hold my interest. I wouldn't have trimmed it down. I wouldn't have made it longer. So there is definitely a lot more positives than negatives. It's just the couple negatives I have quite big, I think. But this is definitely one of the better films I've seen so far in 2022. It would probably fall probably in the bottom third of my Pixar ranking, I think. It definitely wouldn't be right down the bottom of the slums, but it's nearer the bottom half. I'll definitely say that, of a Pixar ranking, which I might do when Lightyear comes out. Turning Red, I'm going to be kind. I was going to give it a 6.5 out of 10, but I feel like the scene in the spirit world and stuff, you know, those who have seen it, near the end where the whole family's sort of there, I actually found that scene really touching, and I think that scene alone sort of bumped it from a 6.5 to a 7 for me. So I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Definitely not Pixar's best, not their worst. Yeah, it's a good movie. I just think it could have been a lot better. But yeah, anyway, Turning Red, it's fun, you know, it's fine. You know, it's free on Disney Plus. Go watch it. It's a good time. And now the next one up's Lightyear, so let's hope that one's better. But anyway, thank you so much for watching as always, guys. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like the video, leave a message. And as always, I'll see you next time for another video. Bye-bye.